this might fall into the stuff that doesn't matter category, but I want to ask you anyway, for all the fans that are superstitious about the gold helmets for 9 games in a row and then making the switch on Saturday.
Yeah.
Maybe talk about why you guys are doing that.
Softy, that's the best question you've asked in a long time.
Wow. Bar's low.
No, this whole thing about changing uniforms is about one thing. It's about appreciating our military. And so the more people go, why are they changing uniforms? That's a good question to ask. It's about our military. I think it's a perfect time of what's going on right now in our country. And that's just our way to acknowledge and thank them. You know, all of our players have a name of somebody that has served, that's connected to UW on their jersey this week, let alone the American flag W on our helmet. And, you know, our team could be more proud to go out and honor that. And so that's why we're changing uniforms.
I think you talked Monday about the kids being aware of what's happening in the country.
Yeah.
The election on Tuesday night, did you guys get together as a team and talk about what happened?
First thing I walked in, I had a bunch of guys saying, are we having a team meeting? Are we having a team meeting? So we certainly did talk about it. And, you know, it's a hard time. It's a hard time. It's an interesting time. We still live in the greatest country in the world. And we can't lose sight of that, no matter who's president. And I just believe that. And I think, you know, we can't lose sight of what our military has done for us to be able to, you know, play this game today. And I really believe that. And so, you know, that was part of the whole conversation.
Are guys worried? Are they upset?
Well, I think there's a lot of people. I mean, you know, what you see in the country is, you know, what you see when you have a lot of guys on your team. So, yeah, and I think that that's a good thing because I want our guys to be, no matter who wins, concerned because there's a lot of different beliefs. And so that's part of being here at Washington is to get these kids educated, not just on psychology and physics and those type of things, but to be able to think for themselves on the big picture of what's going on. That's the most important thing in my opinion. So I'm glad that they're thinking about these things and these topics are important to them.
Has it been a topic of conversation up to the days leading up to the election? Has there been any tension?
We've talked about these things, like I told you guys, you know, since last year through the summertime. To me, this whole thing is similar to the Brexit issue that we've already had those conversations months ago, and it's like this is so similar, and so it's really cool that. You know, it's like appropriate for us to, and it's hard to take time out of the day when we don't have much time with these guys to talk about some of these issues. And it's really important to them. And so we need to talk about them. And so, yeah.
Can guys be distracted if you don't clear the air like that when it comes to their work on the field?
And I think, yeah, you can be distracted by a lot of different things. And, you know, I think when stuff is on their mind, whatever it is, it's really important to talk about it, whether we're talking about rankings, whether we're talking about what's going on in this country. I always say that, you know, we need to talk about stuff. And I think that's one of the good things about this team and our coaching staff is, you know, we can have some pretty good lines of communication and hopefully get on the same page and go forward.
Did the team